Survival log update. Update 10. After clearing this old abandoned mine and, well, taking what we can from it, and the crowning piece being this lovely medium armor I'm sitting in now, well, it's time to move on. I've slept the night in one of the surface side habs, it looks like. And, well, yeah, it was quite the restful sleep, despite the constant radiation storms going on outside. Not much I can do about those, though, is there? I am extremely low on meds, and, well, I keep saying and, well, like there's more to add to that. I'm just low on meds. I don't have basically anything. My cargo is nearly full. Why did I tick this shit? Just stop pressing the wrong buttons. But, I don't know that I can continue here currently. There are more radar pings, but, I don't know if I can continue here currently until, well, I offload some cargo. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make a bit of space. But that shouldn't be more than a jump or so. Back to base, drop off, and then jump back here, and the crash capital vessel to go after. As we originally start out over here, the reason for being on this planet was to find capital vessel parts, and, well, we found basically the mother lode, a mostly intact crash capital vessel. Just hoping it's structurally sound and, well, not gonna collapse on me. But, again, nothing I can do until I've offloaded my cargo. So, first things first, back to base to unload. Log update. Arrived back onto the planet where we found the crash capital vessel, and as I broke atmosphere, I found myself to a position further off to the east. A few radar signatures that are a bit interesting. Another crash capital vessel here, which is lovely to see. Light drone presence around it, nothing to be concerned about, but rather, ooh, down in the thick of the fog. I don't actually see anything of significant value. Ooh, I rescind that previous comment. There is a thruster, a single medium thruster, that may be worth coming back for retrieval. But at the moment, anything other than that, I don't really see. There may be some buried parts, but as it stands, it's simply a candidate to return to investigate. Well, and grab standard blocks should I need them. Although I did set my portable constructor that's embedded in the floor of the base to construct as I left, so a crashed goblin. That's a new one on me. Deal with the drone presence, and I'll have a look at it. Ah, power coils. Beautiful. The Xerix presence on this planet is much more spread out than it is on the one we had initially crashed on. This goblin is interesting, I think, is the word I'm looking for. Leave the thrusters powered on, just in case a hasty escape is in order. What in the heck is all that? Oh, there is a, oh! Okay, unstable, that wreck was certainly. Oh. Well. Yeah, that entire thing went up. Unfortunate, but too late to do anything else about. Make sure my fuel is topped off. It should be, yes. That, and then Pentaxid tank should, yep, need some topping up. I topped it up when we were back at base, but, well, can always use more. I think I'm going to circumnavigate the planet on my way back to the other capital vessel in hopes that I come across, well, others, because if the other one is unstable as that one was, well, I'd rather not be reliant on a singular vessel to provide the bulk of the parts for my own capital vessel. So, a little scouting, and I'll resume the log as salvage operations begin on that capital vessel, or if I find anything of interest. Log update, circling the planet, I found another crashed vessel that was similar to the one I saw previously, and as well as I came across an abandoned assembly yard that seems prime target, being that the Xerex might have left quite a few valuables in it. No clue why it was abandoned. This planet does still seem rich in resources. And finally, I came across another crashed capital vessel. This one, however, seems to be in a much of similar design to the first one I came across, but is a tad bit well, smaller. Doesn't have as many thrusters, but it does have a weapon system on it. Placing a core so I can retrieve whole blocks, and I'll be connecting. Well, I am connected. I'm hearing something, so I'm gonna stand atop my SV and, well, do my work with my drone. Targeting the weapon systems first for retrieval. Well, one of them. And I'm gonna have to trash it. It's far too large, and my cargo is only gonna hold, seems, 2 medium thrusters. So I'm gonna have to bite the dust on the one weapon. It does have another, and it's got a few others. Well, a few other thrusters. I've got a medium, a small. I can get a second small. Possibly a fourth. There's another medium. Yeah, not exactly seeing a whole lot else on it, although I am being quite hurried about looking. And I can fit another medium thruster in my ammo hold. Alright, radiation is very high here, so I'm hoping I can find some internal showers or something that are still operational. Not looking promising. Hot beverage, that's definitely not what I need. There's most certainly something running about out there. Although I'm going to attempt to ignore it for the time being. As I want to prioritize looting this place. A few meds, some seeds. Not a lot here. Ooh, a minigun. Another assault shotgun. Some common components. Ooh. Falling down. Pulse rifle. Heavy sniper. And that seems about all I'm gonna get out of here. I'll leave my core attached, as there may be more pieces to acquire off of this, as well as the guaranteed weapon for a capital vessel that's here. So, that'll be something to come back and take a look at. But now, unfortunately, I am quite burdened. This ship was not designed to be a hauler like I'm trying to use it as. So, I think... Either A, I return to base, or B, I stick around here for a bit longer. I think returning to base would be the prudent thing and start laying out a framework for the capital vessel to eventually get out of here. Decisions. I think that's the best course of action. Just go back, lay out a framework, and then work off of that. But I'm not certain. Also, since I have to build this capital vessel by hand, I'm not certain even the designer shaping another crash goblin. I'm gonna bypass it for now. There's more things further to the south I'd rather take a look at before I ventured off, but are unfortunately right next to a Xeraxian signature. Not exactly the layout I wanted to see, especially as burdened as I am right now and down on maneuver. There's a whole suite of things that are down by that. That's almost guaranteed a Xeraxian defensive position that I should move off of before I start taking fire. Destroyed shelter, submerged tank. Looks like some old planetary structures. Although one of those did appear to... What is it? Is that another... Another embedded vessel. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I think my best course of action is to go back, lay out a framework for the CV. Shelters, and yeah, these are all old tank station, yeah. All planetary structures. But yeah, it is going to be the best course of action to go back, lay out the framework at a minimum. But building that capital vessel is going to be quite time-consuming, if I'm being honest. So, working on it now rather than later is going to be ideal. So, back to base with the few thrusters I did manage to get. Let's see. 2 smalls, 2 mediums, I do believe. Look at the ammo. Yep, 2 smalls, 2 mediums. Perfect. And we know there is a large thruster here. I'm going to incorporate that into, well, whatever I end up building. I'll have to wait and see. But first things first, have to return to base. Return to base, and, well, some of these are looking a little odd on my to-do list. Speaking of the to-do list, I need to do some editing to it. Frame out CV. Scout the system is partially done. I don't think there's really a a good way to mark a partial done. Uh-oh. Build farm is complete. We do have a full 3x3 system set up and functioning. So that is done. Can move it on down to the completed section. Mine Pentaxid, yep, still staying up. Gather Promethium, staying up. And then I need to add mine Cobalt in orbit. Mine Cobalt in orbit, as there's not a good deposit of it down here on the surface. Why did that not take... Here we go. There we go. So, adding to the to-do list more than I took off of it. How typical. So that only made 46 steel blocks. That's not going to be anywhere near enough to frame out a ship. Now, I've got a few things on me that I don't really need. So if I just offload a bunch of these systems, flashlight, don't need. Survival tent, don't need it on me, but I'll put it in the SV to sit there just in case we need to take a rest while we're out and about. That's keep my night vision on me. Suck on some emergency O2 that I don't really need to suck on. Shower off this disgusting radiation we get on the other planet. And, well, move over a large quantity of steel plates. Yes. So input, if we just connect to that, actually, gonna move all 1366 plates and set this to just start pumping out all the steel ones it can, which would be 136, because it takes 10 steel plates to make a thing, to make one singular block. But disconnect, reconnect up to here. I have, well, before I do that, I need to build a starter block for the capital vessel. Well, that does that. I'll get a bunch of these steel blocks set. Well, I say a bunch. I'll get some of these steel blocks set. Move 130 of these iron ingots over. Help me process up all we can, because I'm going to need a lot. I can't use any concrete on it. I can't use wood. Not that I would want to use wood on a capital vessel anyhow. Maybe for some internal decorative pieces, but yeah, nothing serious I'd want to use. I spent some time while I was here previously. Ooh, I thought I had a door. Do I have a door? I should have a door. I don't have a door. Let me go ahead and make a door. Door made. There's more steel blocks for us. Capital piece. A door. I spent some time getting together all that crushed stone I had. I turned it into steel blocks. Not steel blocks. I turned it into concrete blocks, and I laid out a rather large pad that took hundreds, literal hundreds of blocks to get all put together. I was not happy about it at all. Think about making a lighting system to illuminate the area. I'm gonna need some spotlights though, if I want to do so. Try and get one in each sector. Try and use these trusts because I don't want to consume any of my good blocks. So I'll make a few more trusts. Trusts? Is that right? I don't know. Doesn't matter. That's gonna be a problem, isn't it? Oh, it is not. It is not going to be a problem. Figured that would make that area non-airtight. Spot. Uh-oh. Why can't I pick that up? That inventory, whoa, is over capacity somehow. Put those in my person. Fridge. This isn't going exactly as planned. Now is it? There we go. Yeah, that didn't go how I wanted it to. But anywho, let's take a look at some. That doesn't go on a base. I made spotlights for a frickin' capital vessel, not a. God, why can't a base just take a stinking spotlight? Bases. I have to do these lights. I guess. Yeah, there's no other appropriate option to use at all. Period. There is none. Lovely. Well, that puts a damper on those plans. Put those there. Give me these lights, I guess. Well, I guess I don't need this to be this high, do I? Probably don't need it to be even this high. Yeah, no, I do not. How far back does that take that? Isn't this just grand? Well, this is what I wanted. Was for this to have to be like this. Well, let's try and build up a few of these. Yep, because this is how I want this to be, isn't it? It's 3 high, well 4 technically. Which one? It's on this one. 3. Make one of those. Then a light. 3. One of these bad boys. One of these. Three. One of these. And then one of those. I'd planned for one to go there. And that could give me a fully lit work area. Technically, I don't need this one, do I? Ah, the spotlight's not being right, or really a kick in the shorts. Because there's no reason for them to not be. Give me the cargo box I'm currently linked to, please, and thank you. Yep, full range. What if I up the intensity of each of these to 4? That might shed me some extra. Range is no more impressive, but how well it lights should... Yeah, there we go. A nice, beautiful lit work area. So, capital vessel is going to be relatively small. It's got to keep within these restraints. Mind you, I really wouldn't want it to be any bigger than this, as this is already a bit ridiculous, if you ask me. Yep. But here we go. I should move my things over. Give me the steel blocks. Actually, steel blocks there. Swap over to cargo box 1. Those steel blocks can go. Connect. Steel blocks. Capital vessel starter block. Do I have what I need? Because it's a large ticket item. For a capital vessel, devices. Where did the warp drive go for the capital vessel? Oh, that's a large constructor I'm working with. Wait, didn't I upgrade this to an advanced constructor? I could have swore that I've already done this. Oh, I was short cobalt alloy. Great. I should probably go get cobalt. There's some in orbit. Upgraded. We now have an advanced constructor, and I am processing more of my cobalt into cobalt alloy, which I should stop most of that because I have quite a bit, and I should just process up, well, cobalt ingots and some neo ingots because I grabbed some neo while I was up there. But other than that, I got fed up while I was up there, and I haven't built any of these, but I did unlock some blocks. A new container controller for ores and wood, which will replace the regular cargo box on my small vessel there. And I unlocked some drill module T2 laser drills, as well as some other ancillary thrusters I'll probably not use. But, oh, I can now see if I'm even... What was that? Visual glitch. Flux coils. I'm gonna be short. I think it's actually the Neo. Cancel all that. I do actually believe it's the Neo to make flux cores. No, it's Sathium, isn't it? You tell me it's Sathium. Sathium. Titanium rods I'm short on. Oh, I need titanium. Was there There is titanium. Where? Oh, where? There she is. Waypoint, remove that on approach. I guess it's time to do a little work on the old SV. I want to keep the GATs, but I want to add... I want to add that container controller. And 2, if I can manage it. I may be light on the Ziscosium. In fact, I'm going to be light on the Ziscosium, so I'll only have 1. But I will have one, mind you, a laser drill to actually go out and grab some ore with. Where to place it is a phenomenal question that I don't have an answer to yet. Controller for ore and wood. There we go. I should take a look at this and a T2 drill module, which I suppose can actually just go. Ah! Uh-oh. Stop. Can go here. Like so. And then one can eventually go on the other side. But that shouldn't overwhelm my... Yeah, not even close. I can actually do some better weapon systems on this thing, but for now, it shouldn't be a major issue. I've already topped it off on fuel, I believe already. I'm just going to throw that in there. I really don't care about it. Toss that in there. And then... Can I get some more? Take that out. Take that out. Take that out. Should be able to do that. And... Alright, so its cargo capacity is back to nominal. Alright. Titanium. Man, why is this just... Resource this, resource that. You're short on this. You need this. You're a horrible person. But I very much want this warp drive. That way I can have it in place. I think I also need, yeah, flex coils for that, but that's a different issue. But I want that warp drive so I can place it down in hopes that it's about to leave logistics. That is fine. I want to place it down because it'll be the largest block I have for that ship. So, ideally, and what is its dimensions again? I should know this by this point. I absolutely should. Its dimensions are 3 by 2 by 5. That'll be interesting. I'll probably place it sideways. Yes. But regardless, it'll be a big centerpiece of the build. I'm going to have it in there. So I want to place it early on to get a good look at what I'm working with. So, first things first, I have to have that titanium. So, get over there, get some mined up, and then hopefully not have to worry about too much else. Though I am curious, what are these couple little guys right next to me? Are y'all gonna be closer titanium, maybe? Question mark. I should turn on my night vision. Have it. Should use it. Pentaxid. Need pentaxid. Gonna need that to warp out of here. And more pentaxid. Oh, that's a cannon, boy. Go, 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 go. Alright. Update the log once I'm over there, mining up that titanium. Whoa, that asteroid shot in quick. Well, interestingly enough, the craters, or the crags over here, allow me for basically direct access into the side here. And I failed once again to grab a ore scanner because all the ore on this planet is in node format. It's not actual deposit-wise, so I'm gonna have to either get lucky, or I'm gonna have to, oh. There's one. See what I mean? I'll try and sweep up a few of those pieces. I should be able to relatively quickly find them with this drilling method. But I'll sweep up a few, go back. I'll need to remember to actually grab the ore scanner this go around. Because there's a high likelihood I'm going to be coming back to another deposit on this planet to have to mine. A rather high likelihood. Almost guaranteed, mind you. Oh! Must have hit another one. That was rather frightening. Something just exploding like that. I thought I had lost another piece of my ship, but other than this riveting work I'm doing now, I've got to wait. Because I'll have to process up this titanium and then, which should be enough, 50 raw ore will yield a decent amount. Oh, that titanium is gone. I got all of it. Okay. So, that wasn't very much at all, but it was something. And now I can head back to base. Oh, that was way too much work to get to this point where I can actually start to lay out. Are you... No, the base can handle it. The base can handle it. Right? What's coming at me? Anything? Nothing? Everything? Minigun drones. Perfect. The base is already lighting it up. I'm basically just here to... Oop. Oh, cool. Whew, I caught it. Didn't want that to blow a hole in the base. That would have been extremely unfortunate. So why not risk it blowing up me? Well, I knew the cockpit would survive, but glad everything else survived as well. Much, woo, that did quite a bit more than I thought it would. Alright, some minor other block damage. Yeah, alright, so note to self, can survive one rocket to an unarmored cockpit. Good knowledge, good knowledge. Let's go ahead and connect up to this. Steel blocks. Get the capital vessel itself. We'll have our thrusters. Windows I can't do anything with yet. So, ooh, not actually going to step outside. We'll bump myself a little closer, though. Beautiful. So, if I place 2 blocks, I do believe. Drop that. That should... Ooh, might be a little far forward. But if we draw the center line back just a bit... Oh, I thought that was about to tip her. Beautiful. But I can go over and down just like we do for our HVs and SVs. Over, down. Make sure we get our blocks back. Take all these. So I don't want to have to waste the cores. The only reason I like doing this. Otherwise, I can just leave the core out and, well, yeah, just... Oh, it's canted forward. Isn't that lovely? Pull all these out. That's nice, and most of these, if I could get one more down on this, that would have been nice, but I don't believe I'm gonna have such a luxury. Am I? No, you're gonna stay canted back just a bit. Lovely. Place those. Full up on steel blocks, which I didn't actually mean to do. What the? Why did that happen? Cargo box 1. If I take a warp drive and a pentaxa tank, the two of the larger pieces gonna have to deal with. That forces the... I needed to be up and down from there anyhow. Alright, those two pieces can sit in like that. I suppose since we have the space, capital vessels, we are going to at least be tier 2. I don't know so much about... Well, we'll try and incorporate a boarding ramp. And... a couple of hangar bays. Doors. Landing gears, at least 3 of them. If I can get 2 of these large generators, although I think I can salvage these from elsewhere. So I'm not going to build them just yet. But the other things I can't are container controller and a healthy amount of extenders, as well as a few extra cargo boxes to play with. A Wi-Fi is going to need to be on the thing. An ammo box. And then there are some weapon systems out there we can scavenge. But for now, that guy... Are you still... Gosh dang it. Gosh stinking dang it. Alright, so we're going to want that. We're going to want that. And then I'm going to... Input cargo. Nope. I'm going to leave it on this, I guess. Can't really use much of those just yet. But this is where I'll have to go back to... Alright, so like that. I built the wrong container controller. Cargo box 1. Wait, how did I build the wrong one? I was in just CVs. Oh. Why aren't you... Fuel? Nope, fuel's fine. Cargo box. Ah, it's gonna be full. Air transport front, cargo box 5. Cannot accept. That's gonna have to stay there. That's not good. That's not good at all. So if I implement this, See, I wanted a pair of these to line up. But they've got to touch. And if that's the center, this isn't going to look out right, is it? But if I can go... If I place it 3 up, yep, that gives me... Ooh, that actually might be a bit high, now that I'm looking at that. But I wanted 2 of them, so I could do this and make a drop-in area for my SV. And if I take a gander at the SV, mind you, I can see it needs 2 blocks of clearance. Take both of those off. They're just funky looking ears, realistically. So 2 blocks minimum clearance. So from the internals, yes, I can do this. I can do this. Lovely little... I'm just supposed to be framing. But a lot of this framing is going to happen with cargo blocks. So... this cargo is going to happen here. And then it's going to envelop around. And yeah, those are 1 block higher than they should be. Beautiful. Just a lovely brick of cargo. And I'm out of those. Because of course I am. Yep. And I'm going to try and fit the gin there, I guess. Or something. But it is about as low as it's going to be. So I'm connected to this. I can zip up 1 of these. Take that. There, and the other one goes right here. Yep. Then just forward of that will be the cockpit, as well as a lovely set of other things. But let me go ahead. Why did I do that? That was unnaturally dumb of me. Drone! Cargo box. Nope. Cargo box 5. Oh. It's on the other side. And I can't view it on both sides. Thinking engine nacelles run down that way. But if this is the floor of my hangar, so it has just enough room. If I do that, and I do this, I can make all that access be raised. I can do that, and then do the area just over here. I could be doing this in symmetry mode, I do know that. I'm just a silly face. Drop that, and I can make this the dropped area, so that gives me about 2.5 blocks worth of space for it to drop and sit in. Just below is gonna be skirting, landing gear. Nacelles will work off to the sides here and here, which will house... and I should do this. I want my nacelles to come not that far out. I don't know, I went over dose. Yes. I think that'll close in like that. Nope, they're even. I don't know why I thought they weren't. Nacelles will work. Give me that, and I don't need to be plotting out this much of it. But nacelles will work out this way. Like that, and then bring these bad boys back. And either do a pair of nacelles, or... No, I will do a pair of nacelles. It'll go out like that. I'll have to figure out either moving... I'm out of what? I was thinking drone range. But I think I go forward. I should queue up stairs, mind you, is what I should be queuing up. Lifting thrusters, landing thrusters. So, I'll have this area in here. I might do a ramp up to allow for something. But you can go, and I'm at a wall again. Alright, so you're clearly not holding anything. I need to go forward more with that. Actually, I need to size out whether or not I can... Let's see. This should be of an appropriate size. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's dang near perfect sized. Yeah. Whoa, easy there. Alright, power that off. Oh, the woes of designing. Okay, so still connected, still got all those. I'm thinking this needs to drop off a little quicker than it is, as to make sure it's not as sharp. I'm going to drop it now versus its next block back. No, I need, ooh, do I have the block I need to do? Could do that and follow it forward. I mean, that's not a horrible idea. No, because that runs into that nacelle. That is a horrible idea. It should be this on both of these sides. Because that'll let me come over and nest that nacelle. But I am just supposed to be framing out. So, cockpit will be forward more. Forward and raised a block to be, this is the backer and over. Speaking of that, might as well do that. That and that. Those corner blocks may be replaced later, but that's as much framing as I can stand for now, given, well, the limitations I'm facing with drone range and the need to extend out the actually I could maximize drone range a bit more by standing in here. Spice, that, and some wheat, some more plant fibers. Veggies are still growing and mushrooms are still growing. Yes. I have a bit of Dino Stew Royale. And I think, I'm going to turn in for the day. I need to think on how the rest of this ship is going to get designed. Mind you, the cockpit will be the more interesting bit. I may slide these nacelles forward a couple of blocks. Maybe in and forward a couple of blocks to decrease the profile of this thing. Because wanting this whole stinking hangar thing up top is a little aggressive, which is fine, but I think I need to back it up a block into this row here. So push it back, and then I'll bring these over and up to capture the rest of this cargo storage space. But I think if I bring them back, it'll save me a block forward. It'll save me a block on the front and give me the room to work for the room to work for words come to mouth from brain. Work on the cockpit. Alright, if that's not a sign that it's time to turn in, I don't know what is. So this is the end of Survival Log 10. Thank you all those who listened out in the void. I am clawing my eyes out. I need someone, anyone, to talk to. And hopefully, with this ship coming along, I'll have something, but I don't know. I may need to step away from it, and I may need to go out and just give a bit of payback to these Xeraxian scumbags. Because I can, with the gold deposits that are around on this planet, I can, in fact, get my SV to tier 3, throw some shields on it, and give that sweet, sweet payback to the Xerax. But I'm too tired to think on that more today. So again, thank you to anyone who has heard this. And remember, as I always say, stay safe out there.